Hi guys, this is Trinity the Tuck Taylor from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9, and this is my first video on my YouTube channel, so I hope you guys like it. Please subscribe and give me some feedback because I want to know what you guys think. We're going to answer questions, give advice, do tutorials, just anything fun that we can think of, and hope you guys enjoy. So let's start. We're gonna answer some questions from my Instagram followers and we'll see what they say. Alright guys, my first question is from Lady Viva La Vida on Instagram. She asks where I would like to go on tour from Drag Race, and also what are my goals after Drag Race. So I have traveled to 19 countries and all over the US with a band called Erasure as a backup dancer in drag. And so I've been to a lot of places, but I would love to go to Brazil. I've been to South America, but not Brazil. One of my really good friends is from Brazil and she tells me all about it all the time. It sounds exciting. I know that there's tons of fans from Drag Race that are there that love us with, you know, big, huge personalities. And I would love to see them and see the beautiful country.
It's the plastic surgery country of the world. Of course you want to go to South
Is
America.
it?
Brazil, yeah, it's well known for its plastic surgery.
Oh yeah, from the Brazilian butt lifts, you know. I do love Brazilian food, so that would be fun. And then the second part of the question was, what are my goals after Drag Race? Well, I would love to own a house. So my goal for this year is to save money so I can buy a house. And then I've done everything I wanted to do with pageants. I've won tons of pageants. I've performed in bars. I have performed with celebrities. I've been on a TV show. So now I want to do other things. Maybe start my own makeup line or move to LA and do stuff with movies. Who knows? Maybe that might be fun.
What?
I said I want to get through this 30 minutes of this episode and it not take 14 hours to record.
Listen here, stop being a fucking cunt, okay? Goddamn stupid bitch. Oh what, you're not answering because I'm rolling? Is that what it is? Huh?
I think I wiped off my brow.
You're on.
Oh. Am I recording in the thing too?
Yes, you're on, girl.
Okay, so our next question comes from The Only Arden on Instagram, and she asks advice on wanting cosmetic surgery but being afraid of the outcome. Well, girl, you came to the right place, because bitch is pumped from head to toe. I've had a ton of plastic surgery. I love plastic surgery, that's no surprise, hello. I've had everything done from my hips to my butt to everything done on my face. Botox, any kind of fillers you can think of, I've done it. My advice to you is to really research where you're gonna have it done and make sure you know like the pros and cons of the outcome of that surgery. Make sure you go to a legitimate doctor. Don't do some back alley in somebody's trunk or in somebody's shed out back like I did, because that's where you get really bad results. I know tons and tons of people who have had a lot of things happen to them that they probably wish didn't happen. I've known several people that have unfortunately passed away from having illegal silicone or illegal plastic surgery, but I completely support plastic surgery. Please send me pictures, tag me in them so I can see what you look like, the befores and afters. How exciting. It's like Christmas. I love it. I love plastic surgery! Hashtag nipped tucked. Okay. I can't really do the tongue pop, but whatever. This question comes from Douglas G on Instagram, and he asks, how do your parents feel about you in drag? Well, I was raised by my grandparents, and they both passed before I really told them too much about drag. But my sister knew I did drag from the time I started, and she was a little caught off guard about the whole drag thing. She was kind of still accepting the fact that I was gay. Come from a really small town, so this is not something she's probably familiar with. And so it took her a minute to really get into it. She always thought I was going to become a woman, and that was her biggest fear because she doesn't really know the difference between somebody being trans and somebody being a drag queen at the time. Now she's a little bit more educated, and she's my #1 fan. She goes to all my pageants. She loves to travel with me. She loves to brag about her drag queen brother. And who wouldn't, because I'm fucking fabulous and I've taught her how to do her makeup. So she loves it now. Our next question comes from Peyton Bills on Instagram. And her question is, your makeup routine. I've been struggling with mine. I assume she's asking what I do for my makeup. Well, I'm not gonna go through my entire makeup routine right now. I will do a makeup tutorial, although I think that's been so overdone, but I'm gonna do it because so many people have asked. So the Peyton Bills, make sure you stay tuned, subscribe, and look at my future videos because I will do one for you. The next question on my Instagram is from Krista Marie, and she asked, was it difficult getting into drag in the Birmingham scene? That is an interesting question because you would think, is there really drag in a gay scene in Birmingham? Actually, Birmingham has a huge gay scene for Birmingham, and it wasn't that terribly hard to start drag back 14 years ago. Ooh, excuse me. Girl, that was gross. I actually started on a Thursday night talent show, and it was terrible, and I lost, and I kept doing it over and over and over. I think it took me 3 tries before I actually won, and then I was hooked. I got bookings from there, I got on cast, I did more pageants that got my name out there, and then it snowballed from there. So I think if you have a good work ethic, and you put in the time, you put in the money, you put in the energy, you invest, you try hard, it doesn't matter where you come from, you can make anything happen. Even a small town country boy from Alabama. Next question is from Brittany Swagner on Instagram. And her question is, what do you have to say to the haters who don't appreciate that you speak your mind? Girl, I'm gonna tell them to go straight to hell. You know, the thing is, everybody has an opinion. It's okay if they don't like me, they don't like my opinion. But I'm gonna tell them that I'm still gonna speak my mind. I'm a very honest person, and if you don't like what I have to say, then don't follow me. There's plenty of other girls that you can go like that will probably say cupcakes and rainbows and sparkle and glitter. Whatever you think you need to hear other than the truth. But I know from my circle of friends, we tell each other the truth, and I'd much rather know the truth than have a friend tell me something that was a lie and have everybody laugh about me behind my face. So, tell the truth, okay? Annabelle on Instagram asks, it's hard for me to stick with a friend group that likes me and doesn't ever cause fights. Could you give me advice on making friends? Well, girl, what do you mean, honey? You can't find a group of friends that like you. How old are you, first of all? Secondly, how many groups of friends have you went through? I mean, I don't really know how to answer this. I know that it's hard for me to make friends just because I don't trust a lot of people, but the friends that I do have respect me and love me for who I am, accept me. That's a big one there. Accept me for who I am, and don't just go out and try to fit in with a group of people just because they're cool or because you want to fit in. You'll find friends at your own speed. Don't push it, and develop the few friends that you have because those are the ones that matter. But I would say the problem is not always everyone else. So just a thought. So this question comes from Foster Shamblin on Instagram, and he asks, what advice could you give a younger queen on how to deal with hate and not being accepted by people? Well, the cold hard truth about life is you're not gonna please everybody. My advice to you would be to stay true to yourself and find a group of friends that are your support system that you can confide in and lean on. And don't give in to the haters, because what they want is that negative feedback to fuel their fire. So be yourself, stay true to who you are as an entertainer, push through, invest, and kill them with kindness. So that's what I would suggest. Our next question comes from Jack on Instagram, and he asks, how many plastic surgery treatments have you had, and when did you start to become fascinated with plastic surgery in general? Well, I can't really remember when I become fascinated with plastic surgery. I do know that I love vanity. I love seeing women corseted beyond belief. I love seeing women put on perfect makeup and style their hair to perfection. I love vintage pinup models. I love porn stars. I love over-the-top cosmetics and over-the-top plastic surgery like Amanda Lepore. She's one of my favorites. And I've always been fascinated with it. I think it's something like a taboo for our culture, and it's just fun. I just love plastic surgery. See, I can't even move my forehead. Look, that's how much. It's magic, and I love it. I love not having feeling in my face. I'm really upset right now. I love it. If I don't look like Cher by the time I'm 40, then I've not done my job. So I want to be snatched. So this question comes from Bryceley on Instagram, and he asks, what is your favorite thing about drag, and what is your least favorite thing about drag? Well, let me tell you. My favorite thing about drag is money. Money! Ooh, yes, I love some money. I love some money. Money, 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 money. G-string, yes. Money, sugar daddies, yeah. I love money. Money! Money! And my least favorite thing about drag is being in makeup for hours. I mean, let's just be honest. I am a man. I am a man. I am a man. When I'm in makeup for hours...
You're a what?
Bitch, don't try it. You're a man. My feet hurt. The makeup's looking gross and ruddy and wet looking. My stubble starts coming through. Bitch, no. No. Pay me. Let me get out. I got shit to do. I got trade to answer. You ready? The next question comes from Depressing Snow Globe. And she asks, my friend looks exactly like you, but you're more beautiful, of course. Well, that's not really a question, but I loved reading it out loud. Thank you, Depressing Snow Globe. That name sounds depressing, but I appreciate you telling me that I'm more beautiful than your friend, although they look exactly like me. I love hearing that I look beautiful and that I look more beautiful than your friend. What is my worst drag fail? I don't know. I can't even think of that. The next question is from Guiltyized on Instagram, and I am not 100% sure how to read it. Is drag a way for you to experiment with female gender that you have had thoughts in the past about your gender, or drag for you is just for fun? So I'm assuming she's asking me if I've ever thought about transitioning, or if drag is just purely just for fun. When I first started drag, a lot of girls in this industry from where I come from the pageants, get body work done because it helps with their illusion, it helps with their presenting as a female, and gets them further in their career. I never personally felt like I was born a woman, or should have been born a woman rather. But yes, I actually did think for a short time about transitioning just so it would help me with my career. I'm so glad that I didn't, because I know several friends who have transitioned for the wrong reasons. I completely support living your truth and transitioning if that is in your heart and you really truly feel like you should be the gender that you feel inside. But do not do it for vanity or for money or to further your career. No, I don't do this just for fun. It is fun for me. It's a way that I get to express my creativity, an outlet for me to perform, but I also do this for financial gain. This is my job. This is my career. I've done this for the last 14 years, and I love the transformation and to be able to get out of it and be a sickening, pumped to the gods in between. Next question on Instagram is from PTX Love PTX, and they ask what to do with homophobic parents. Well, I'm not sure of your age or where you come from, if you're in the United States or not. This is a very serious question because if you're gay or from the LGBT community and you have parents that are not accepting of you and they're abusive mentally or physically, I know in the US there's places that you can call, shelters that you possibly could go to, but the biggest thing is reach out to other people in your family to see if they could help. Don't just keep your mouth shut and hope for the best. Make things happen to better your life. If you're not in a good situation at your home where you feel safe, find a place that you do feel safe. I promise you, get out of the situation. Some young people have even gotten emancipated, so check into that. I would just find a place that you feel safe. Don't feel scared to ask for help. And if you're in a situation that is harmful or scary, message me privately and I will find a way to get you information of a place that can help. So this is gonna be my last question for this episode, and it comes from Tanners on Instagram, and he asks, it must be difficult to be as stunningly gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love this already. Oh my goodness. It must be difficult to be as stunningly gorgeous as you on a daily basis. How do you cope? Well, Tanners, this is actually a really funny question, but it brings me to a serious response. I think everybody should love themselves. You should be confident in who you are, and it's taken me a long time to be comfortable and confident in who I am because there's a lot of things that I am self-conscious about. But as I've gotten older, I've kind of accepted my flaws and found out what I love about myself, and that's what I focus on. And everyone should feel confident and comfortable with who they are and love themselves because nobody else has to. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Talking with the Tuck. So please subscribe below or here, and I'll see you the next time.